I am Mike Egobadia. Here are our top stories. Tinubu orders a reconstruction of Benin bypass, other roads. APC reopens membership registration August the 31st. Labour urges government to invest subsidy gains in housing. The foreign scene, Trump mourns Dolly Parton, orders flags lower. And on sports, Nigerian Sport Commission assumed control of abandoned FIFA mini stadium in Delta State. Now to the news in full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered the redesign and total reconstruction of the Benin-Agbo-Asaba Road and other major federal highways across Edo State and adjoining corridors. The directive followed growing concern over the deteriorating condition of the federal roads, which have disrupted transportation, damaged vehicles, and increased the cost of doing business. During an inspection of the Benin-Agbo-Asaba Road on Tuesday, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, apologized to commuters and took responsibility for the condition of the highway. He also criticized the concessionary handling the project, accusing it of poor execution. Umahi said palliative repairs would not solve the problem, other than the president had directed the ministry considered. The Benin-Agbo-Asaba Highway was concessioned in 2025 for reconstruction and expansion from 4 to 10 lanes. However, the project has faced delays and criticism over its execution. The concessionary blamed heavy rainfall and traffic congestion for the slow pace of work, while the project consultant said the company failed to follow instructions to construct drainage system before removing parts of the existing road. Meanwhile, the chairman of the House Committee on Works, Akim Alabi, has called on the federal government to review its agreement with the concessionary in the interest of motorists and other road users, while the executive director of Polka Healthcare Foundation, Mr. Osin Wuseba, in a statement expressed serious concerns over the worsening condition of all federal roads that cut across Benin and the risks on lives, food security, and economic activities. Away from that, the Olu of Warri, His Majesty Ogiame Atuashe III, CFR, has commissioned the newly constructed Ologushere Primary School in Bobi Community, Delta State. The project is being described as an investment in education and the future of children in the community, providing a more conducive environment for learning and development. Speaking during the commissioning, the Queen Consort of the Warri Kingdom, Olori Atuashe III, expressed the importance of quality education for children. She said providing proper learning facilities, development, and creating better opportunities for the next generation. A laudable one. Talking politics, the All Progressive Congress has announced the reopening of its electronic membership registration exercise nationwide from August the 31st, 2026 ahead. Lagos State Council Chair of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Agnes Sisi, called for 1 and 2 bedroom homes to be provided through rent-to-own scheme for low and medium-income Nigerians. Sisi proposed the government target the construction of between 50,000 to 100,000 affordable homes annually across the state. She cited the housing program of former Lagos State Governor Lateef Jakonde as an example of the government-led affordable housing, stressing that priority should be given to ordinary Nigerians rather than high-end development. The call comes as the federal government latest data puts Nigerian housing deficit at about 14.9 million units in 2025, while broader estimates place the effective shortage at nearly 28 million units. Finance Minister Taiwo Oyedele has also said that removal of petrol subsidy generated about 15.8 trillion naira in additional resources for the federal government between June 2023 and December of 2025. Beyond housing, Labour is calling for increased investment in electricity, roads, rail, and affordable public transportation. CCA also advocated agricultural settlement with housing and supporting infrastructure, saying such measures could reduce living costs, improve productivity, and make farming more attractive to young Nigerians. Still talking business, Dangote Petroleum Refinery has increased the price of premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol, from 1,185 naira to 1,200 naira per litre, effective today, August 26, 2026. The refinery announced the adjustments and noticed to customers, reversing its gantry and coastal delivery prices. The coastal price also increased from about 1.56 million naira to 1.58 million naira per metric ton, while customers were directed to return existing authorization document for repricing before loading resumes. The latest adjustment is the second petrol price increase by the refinery less than a week following the previous rise from 1,165 naira to 1,105 naira per litre on August the 21st. The development comes despite a decline in international crude oil price, with Brent crude and West as marketers face or factor in transportation and other downstream costs, with petrol expected to sell at an average of about 1,250 naira per litre. The latest hike also comes amid volatility in the global oil market linked to tension between the United States and Iran and concerns over disruption to crude shipment through the Strait of Hormuz. That we need to go on a break now, but do remember when we come back, more news as it concerns the foreign scene as well as sport.
Don't miss out on exciting news, events, and more. Stay connected by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV.
Nice to know you're there. Welcome back. Now, on the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump has mourned the death of country music icon Dolly Parton, describing her passing as a true loss for millions of people. Trump also ordered American flags across the country to be lowered for 1 week in her honor, beginning Tuesday evening. Trump announced the gesture in a post on his Truth Social account, which was also shared by the White House. His remarks followed reports that Parton has died at the age of 80. The country music legend had a career spanning more than 6 decades. Parton sold more than 100 million records worldwide and is widely known as a queen of country, with hit songs including Jolie, 95, and I Will Always Love You. She won 11 Grammy Awards, wrote more than 3,000 songs, and also enjoyed the Dollywood Foundation Imagination Library, which promotes childhood literacy. Her death was announced by her nephew, Bran Sever, who described the moment as one of great pride and sadness. Our heart goes out to the family. Still on the foreign scene, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro has warned of real-life consequences for the spread of misinformation about the MMR vaccine following the deaths of 2 unvaccinated residents from measles. Shapiro urged the public to rely on trusted health information and encourage eligible residents to get vaccinated as health authorities continue efforts to contain the outbreak.
Diseases on the face of the earth. And let's speak truth for a moment. Folks are spreading skepticism about things like the MMR vaccine without any evidence to back up their claims. Part of the reason why I was late is I've been sitting out in the parking lot talking to Secretary Kennedy, who reached out to me this morning. And while I appreciate his willingness to offer staff to assist us, we think we're able to manage this through the Department of Health. I was very, very blunt with him, and I made very clear that his actions and the rhetoric that's coming from this administration are having a negative impact on communities across America, particularly right here in Pennsylvania, that there's real life consequences.
The MMR vaccine protects against measles and The National Sport Commission has taken over the abandoned Borodo mini stadium project in Delta State, with plans to complete the facility and name it after First Lady Oluremi Tinubu. The NSC chairman, Shehu Diko, disclosed these while attending the 5th coronation anniversary of the Olu of Warri Ogiame Atuashe III. Diko said the commission adopted the project on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu after it was abandoned by the contractor. The Borodo Stadium is one of 2 mini stadiums funded through FIFA Forward 2.0 program, with its twin facility located in Bereki, Kebbi. Each project is estimated to be worth $1.2 million. The Borodo project has remained abandoned for about 2 years after NFF terminated the contractor's agreement over delays. The NSC has now announced plans to complete the facility